is happening, y'all? Welcome back, episode 52 of the walkthrough. Pressing forward in Giants Mountaintops Catacombs. I do believe it's called. It's such a weird name to say. Giants Mountaintop Catacombs. So, we started doing this last episode, and then I was like, we don't have the time to do the whole catacombs, so I don't want to, move off on that. You know what I mean? I knew he was coming because he just listened to this last episode. God, that damn. Alright, so rear gravity globe works. Like I said, we did start in this place, but that's as far as we went. So, moving forward, there is going to be, well, obviously in, but it's going to be an elevator. Take it straight down, but it's kind of a trick. I wouldn't call these trick catacombs, but what I would call them is very frustrating to navigate. They're kind of like trick catacombs because there's paths that seem to be hidden, you know what I mean? So, typically, I would probably want to just clear the catacombs and then do underneath this elevator, so a little side area, do that last. But this catacomb, for me, is just really mentally exhausting, so I don't want to have to do even more of it once we already got most of it done, right? Like I said, in my opinion, this is absolutely the worst catacomb in the game. I mean, it's really elaborate, it's really cool, level design spectacular, but I just don't like it. The enemies really piss me off. I just don't care for it. And it's no fault of the games. It's just, I don't like dealing with the shit in here, you know what I mean? It's excellent the way they put it together, in my opinion. So, when you get here, you have your stake America, so if you end up getting killed, it's going to be a handful of imps and a stone cat. Now, the stone cat is not like others. He's not a boss. He's a regular enemy, but he has frostbite. And he's just a pain we have to deal with. Before we get started with him, we're going to grab our loot. Now, if you could stagger him, put off the damage, you're going to be better for it. Yeah, stop him. So that frostbite, sitting under that shit for like 2 seconds is just gonna kill you. Like straight up kill you. It procs frostbite, but when it does that, it takes so much of your health. So this thing here, the best way to deal with this, so instead of breathing fire at you now, it's gonna be breathing frostbite. So we'll be putting this on and taking it off a few times here, guys. Gonna drop that off. So we can go over here to the left. Not much really comes from this, just a globe work, but just to clear everything. Fucker, why is my shield not working? Where before, blood loss can get through your shield. It's just lovely, isn't it? Alright, watch out for the trap, frostbite arrows. So this is pretty short actually, guys. We're just going to run forward. You're going to want to put on your bow again. Probably should have just kept it on, took both out at the same time, but we're just kind of like progressing the place, so. That's gonna breathe more frostbite at you. There's gonna be a big cat on the other side. Another frostbite cat. Hit that. Hit that. For sure hit that. Oh shit. I swear I heard another one. Yeah, so we're gonna have the cat breathing frostbite. Not fun to deal with at all. Look at that. That was one hit. One fucking hit. Y'all seen that shit? Completely insane. Jesus Christ, bro. Like I said, this place is my least fucking favorite place in the game. I meant that. That will kill you almost instantly. Look at her health, and we pretty much stayed out of it. anytime it hits you once, you heal. Even if it only hits you one fucking time, you need to heal every fucking time. This gets you summons. Pretty cool summons, fire monk ashes. But yeah, so nothing else to do down here. But yeah, like I said, this place fucking sucks. I fucking hate this fucking place. I mean, we haven't even been killed, you know, but look at this. We have 2 heals. 2 heals. That's it. Yeah, I cannot put in words how much I cannot stand this fucking catacomb, guys, and you're gonna feel the same. And that path was just a short path. Yes, you know, it really sucked. But what sucks even more is having to go all the way up and heal because I know we're not gonna make it. There's no way in hell we're making it with 2 heals through this place. And it's just getting started. You know, that was a small side path. Now we have to actually progress this trick catacomb. And this is another one. You son of a bitch. You know what I'm gonna do? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sitting around for 10 minutes waiting on elevators to go back and forth. I'm over it already. I'm already over this place. You guys just don't even know. We haven't got started on it yet. So it's another trick catacomb with multiple sides. Just like the other ones, like side A, side B, that are pretty much mirror images of each other. Where we have to navigate both of them, you know, so obviously going to be a good time. Alright, it's the same thing. Working our way up to the elevator. This time we're just going to take it down and progress as usual. If I lose my runes, I'm not worried about it. It's only like 20,000. We're at level 141. So like I said, we'll be probably level 175 by the time we actually beat the game. And go into the DLC. I mean, we still have Mountaintops of the Giants, Hellic Tree, Fair Missoula, Ashton Capital, and Consecrated Snowfields left. So, we'll have plenty of time to get levels, especially Consecrated Snowfields, even like the little bum guys that were 900 runes. We're dealing with magic pots. That guy was like aiming for the ceiling, which I really do appreciate. What, did it go through him? Why is his hits landing and mine aren't? I'm genuinely curious at this point. What the fuck was that? Alright, so we move forward, take this lift down. Now this lift doesn't, as you can see, I just want to show that, it doesn't have anything under it. There's another lift. Like I said, it's like a mirror image, 2 catacombs, mirror image of each other that you kind of run through at the same time. You know, you're going back and forth between the 2. So when we get in the other part that looks like this, there's something under there, but it's not this one. So we're gonna have pots. You're gonna have some more explodey boys in here, explodey pots. So remember, the explosive ones are the darker colored ones, and we're gonna have big pot jump down. Oh, here's the dude. I'm gonna seal it up. Definitely feel that card move. Alright. So, let's go through here, make sure we have everything. Like I said, we're going to come to, it's going to be a mirror image of each other. So the other side, you'll notice is going to look like this too. But that's going to be like where our lever is. You'll see as we go through. It is kind of hard to navigate, and it is kind of hard to keep track of. Luckily, I took notes, but, you know, like going through here in a blind playthrough, my first time, I didn't even finish this place. I was like, fuck it, I gave up. I literally gave up on it. I was not trying to deal with it. So the best thing to do here, guys, is just run straight through. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there trying to wait on those things to come down, and then they're all just going to explode and one-shot you. So, you know, I wouldn't be fucking around with that. Yeah. I want to make sure we didn't miss anything, because I thought there was like more poison bloom or something. So you're going to notice these guys, these puffers. So on this side, there's going to be all small ones. Now we're gonna get to another area, and the catacomb's gonna look exactly the same, but it's gonna be a bunch of small ones and one really big one, the biggest one you've seen thus far. Just in case anyone wants to get behind us. I'm back here first with the pots. Ritual pot. Now we gotta go this way, drop down. Now this is gonna lead us into the other catacomb that, like I said, is like a mirror image of what we just went through. As you see, I know there ain't nothing up here. I still think I'm gonna find new shit, so I still check. Alright, roll down. Now this looks like, you know, where you would have came from. But if you notice, when you hit this, remember before it was just a hole. Now it's not. Oh, you still got me. So those guys are kind of tucked in here. Alright, we got them. I didn't write in my notes like a dumbass which path we were supposed to take first, whether it was the drop or this. I want to say it was this path, but then we go back down there. This is the part with all the little explodey guys again, but if you notice it's different. Same tactic. Run, 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 run. Okay, we got the glove work. So now we're gonna run past the puffers. Like I said, it looks identical, but it's not. There's about to be a really big one right here. Then we go over here to the dead end. See if we can use that. I know they're just pods, they're not bad, but still, why not? There you go. Should be. Yep. And we got that. So there's going to be another drop. This drops you back around, but for the life of me, I feel like we need to take that other drop. So let's go backwards to where that platform was. Because that's going to throw us all the way into another catacomb. If you remember, that's how we got to this catacomb from the other one, right? So we know that that's just going to lead back. So I'd rather, much rather take this one. Alright, so we're going to drop down, kill the pot. Oh yeah, because this drops us back down anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. There's our levers here, then we drop down. Alright, that's what's happening. Okay. That's why I said I had a feeling that since I didn't write down which route was first, I was like, since I think it's the other one, it's probably this one. You know what I mean? Now you pull your lever for your boss door. If you want to leave, you can. Usually just, you know, if you're done dealing with it, get yourself killed, spawn to the top, and go for the boss door. So that hole and this hole obviously drop you down to the same spot. But as we never took our other drop, we probably need to do so. Just run back through to get back where we were, guys. I mean, you can take out the puffers if you want, you can take out the other pods if you want, but it's just not much else going down. And we got to get back to the, you know, what do you want to call it? Catacomb 1. We're actively in Catacomb 2 right now. So this drop isn't as safe as the others. You really got to pay attention where you're going here. Or did I get mixed up? I thought there was a bunch of platforms here to work our way down on, and we had to be careful about. Let's see. Oh no, okay, so I just brought me full circle. Okay, that's the other side I was thinking of. Now we gotta wait on this platform, take us back up, we'll take out the boss. Like I said, it's a pain in the ass to navigate. We did it, but it doesn't really make it any less frustrating, you know what I mean? And don't be like me. So, last playthrough, I came all the way through this shit. Oh, no, this is the optional path. We gotta go back to the boss. Like I said, some stuff that I was doing. All we would have missed was the damn glove word. But, so my last playthrough, I came down this catacomb, did the boss fight, and straight up forgot to get the depth. Don't do that. Alright. Gonna grab that. Now we can go back to the start. If honestly, if you want to take a shortcut, just put on Twiggy Cracked. Or Sacrifice Twig, let him kill you, and get right to the boss. We've done that a few times where it's easy, just like it's easier just to let yourself get killed to get back to the start instead of running through a maze, you know what I mean? That's just the clone version of that. Now we gotta get back to side 1, side A, catacomb 1, whatever you want to call it. Oops. I knew one had to get me. I thought it was gonna be the other one though, to be completely honest. I'm gonna go ahead and stay at full health. Everything hits so hard here, you know. Alright. Now, we gotta go and take our drop. We're just going right here to the left. This is the one I was talking about. So you look for your ledges. Don't overshoot them or you will get yourself killed. Don't worry about that. That just leads you up to where that big jar was. And now, no lever, which means you're back at the beginning. Now we can drop here. Pick this on up. This better be the beginning. I hope I didn't get mixed up again. I think I did actually. Because that's where the big cat was. Son of a bitch. See what I'm saying? We need to go under it. Trust that. It's just so much easier just to let yourself get killed. And do what you gotta do to save your runes, but it's so much easier just to start packing. You know, get killed, start at the top, go for your boss, and be done with it. Roll off. Yeah, that's where we drop down. Trap. Traps. Buffer. Right, nope, okay, so we're on the right side now. Check we just get that item though. In my defense, there was a big ass jar sitting there. So now that you've seen the regular puffers, it should be good. I hope I'm not wrong again. If I am, yeah, I am. We gotta just get ourselves killed, it looks like. See what I'm saying? This is why I gave up the first time, because just run around in circles. I mean, I had good notes on all the items. It's just the fucking navigation, man. Let's check this one last time. If I get led in a circle again, that's it for us, y'all. We're getting ourselves killed. Big one? Yeah. I bet you when we went down, I was supposed to run up those stairs. If you drop here and you work your way back, see, that's that. So it's either I have to go back up. Because I hate people. I would hate to tell people, hey, just get yourself killed. But it really is the best option. It really is. You know, we got plenty of sacrificial twigs. We have twiggy cracked here. We don't have it on. But at least, you know, if you got yourself killed and you're worried about your runes, get yourself killed at somewhere that you know how to get back to. Once you kill the boss, you can fast travel. So then you just run back for your runes. You can fast travel out. It makes it easier. You know what I mean? And this should be where the cat was. Yeah, that's where the big cat was. I know what we did now. That's my fault. So when we get to the other side, instead of running through, I took the drop when I should have took that elevator up, right? So that's what I didn't do. Wouldn't it be easier just to drop where the lever was? Probably the easiest bet. And that's it. Yeah, so once you take that elevator down, the one you can drop under, you drop under it, then run underneath to this elevator. I'm an idiot. You know how many times we just ran past this too? Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys. I try, but I mean we got everything. We did it, but at the same time, I don't know, the navigation, I just wish it was a little smoother. So obviously all three is pretty good. We all know this fight's all about God's times. Get your charge attack, jump and attack. He hits like an absolute truck. Dude. I can never escape that one. To be fair, we just don't have the room to do it either. Ooh, hanging on. Look at our health. I mean, the fight's over. But look at our health. Fucking insane. Golden seed, low work picker, spell bearing 2. So I mean, you do have to. I mean, we're doing all the content anyways, but just to let you know as far as what you have to do and what you don't. For the DLC, I would highly recommend you do this, even though it is a headache, because that, you know, is going to get you another bell bearing that you really need. So let's go over to the Bestial Sanctum, which we could wait because we're about to get another one. I'd rather just go ahead and get the reward. Now, because we're towards the end now, you know. So all the rewards we're about to get now are really good. The Beast Claw Great Hammer. This thing's badass. You know, if you're into hammers and you're doing strength faith, just another really, really cool option. That's a great hammer size. It's a one-handed, yeah. Oh no, I want to keep our main weapon there. Hold on. I like to keep my main weapon in one, my secondary weapon in two. Alright, we got the weight. So yeah, this thing's cool. Yeah, it's a great hammer. Great hammer moveset, just like our big ass mace we were using. Good hefty ass charge attacks with overhead. Then Beast Claw is the Regal Beast Claw, that's the R4, which does a lot of damage. So you know, mainly strength, but you do get holy too. So strength, holy, DDD all the way around. 20 strength, 10 dex, 18 faith. Phenomenal choice. It's just a really good, you know, really good option. So from there, we got that turned in. I think he only owes us 2 more things, or 1 more thing, because we're still supposed to get an Ancient Dragon Smith Stone from him as well. And we're gonna go back to the catacombs here. Because it's just easier to run out of here to our next spot. Or did we ever grab that, Grace? Because if we did, no, we went forward. We started heading towards that direction, and then I said, you know what, let's wait and do the catacomb. So. Close to a level, kinda. That ought to do it. That'll definitely do it. We're gonna start doing 5 increments of 5, 45 strength, 45 faith. Alright. It's unupgraded, but you're about to see the stagger potential of it. You know, you're constantly staggering shit with this thing. The Drake will still get a bunch of damage even unupgraded, even if it doesn't have much damage, you know. Give my health. Yeah, he does both. You're pretty much screwed. If you don't know how to dodge through it, you know. No. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, guys. Alright, where we end up at? Just right outside. Alright, we're just gonna grab a road and go across the top. He can drop his armor and he can drop his whip. I was trying to show that, but you know, being an asshole. So obviously we are gonna have to take care of the golem again. Do keep that in mind. He's gonna be shooting his little great bows at us. Yeah, so it's time. We're gonna go on over here. We'll be able to pick up with Millicent's quest line. We'll be able to wrap up the Volcano's quest line and get our last reward from that quest. Does he not respawn? Is that a one-time ordeal? I've never had to run back before, so looks like, is that him? Did you just not firing at it? That's a rock. Yeah, so we're about to start getting into some stuff over here. And this is really like the true Mount Tops of the Giants. Like that was just like the, you know, introduction area. If you guys remember, there's one ruin in the catacomb and pretty empty besides that, right? So, alright, so there's a couple loose loot items down here. Then we're gonna have to kind of go up a pillar, and then we'll, you know, talk to Millicent. So over here, Somber Stone, another 8. wanted to bring up more weapons, we could. Start really dialing in this build, like, because I think we still have some 9s left, so we, you know, do we want to use a halberd, do we want to use the beast claw hammer, whatever it may be. You got blasphemous blade at +10, then you can get your other stuff up to, you know, +9, which isn't the biggest difference. We're still going to be getting a lot of damage. So I think we pretty much got all the loose loot. And that's all we're doing, guys. Just want to make sure we get all the loose loot and the crafting stuff. Since this crafting stuff is only in this region, it is worth taking the time to pick up. But after you got that, we're going to go over here, get inside of Grace, talk to Millicent. Her quest line will continue. Now, all she's doing here in Mountaintops of the Giants is going to give us some details about the Roll Medallion and stuff like that, or the Halic Tree Medallion.
I'm searching. I heard, indeed, the Halic Tree. I'm searching. I heard the mark.
Okay, so we got that. Now we're about to come over to a lake. This lake goes 2 different ways, and then we just got to go up. So on your map, you're going to see. It's not really a lake. It leads out to the freezing lake, which is over here to the right, and you're progressing to the right. Over here to the left is a dead end. We need to go over here for the invasion. We're gonna get us armor, weapon, the pedal whip, blood loss, like chain weapon, really crazy looking. But yeah, Hazo armor, chain whip. Then we can go back to Volcano Manor and get our talisman that gives you health upon kill. Then just little loose loot items, demigod or demi-human, stuff like that. You're gonna see some golems down here. You can mess with them if you want to. You don't have to. You know, he has a halberd. He's not gonna be shooting nothing at you. Just make sure we didn't leave nothing behind. All right. So like I said, firstly we're gonna go to the left since that's the dead end. Might as well do this now. The invasion almost looks like it's up top on the mountain. You know, like up here, but it's not. It's like right by a little cabin, lower cabin. Tough guy over. Come here, you little bastard. That's what I thought. Pretty much how, you know, went how I thought it would, you little biatch. Come here, get you. And going out this way. Notice even the bats have a lot of health. It's because it's late game. I mean, guys, we're in the end game now, you know. From this point forward, everything's hitting hard, everything has a lot of health, and everything's going to get much more difficult. So as we progress, we're just kind of checking all of our areas, make sure we're not missing anything. Too good to be true, wasn't it? There we go. Now we do great shield with this in the beast claw hammer since it's a little bit lighter than the halberd. Notice it didn't work for the others, you know, for the halberd, but I will say this weapon and this shield for Experimental makes shit so easy. Alright, so we got everything pretty much cleared out. The invasion's going to happen over there. There's going to be a summon sign, so you have to actually trigger it. You do have the time just to run around, get the loot in the area, you know what I mean? Get another Smith & 7. Invigorating white cured meat. Consumable. Warming stone. We have that spirit spring. Alright, let's go on over here, set of clothes. Wouldn't exactly call it armor, you know what I mean? Alright, now we're gonna run to our invasion. Now we got all this section of the water cleared out. This is Juno Hospital. You might remember Dialos from Round Table Old. He has blood loss. Obviously. And he loves using bloodhound stat, but all in all, not too bad. I mean, he does a shit ton of damage. Don't get me wrong, he does a shit ton of damage. But now we got his armor set. Hosler's pedal whip, helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. Oh, is that coming from Consecrated Snowfields? Is that mausoleum? It's a mausoleum that shoots a bunch of magic balls at you. Yes, that's the Consecrated Snowfields. We're gonna get there eventually. And you see how foggy it is? That's how it is when you progress through it. It freaking sucks. Now, just at the beginning, then it kind of gets better. But we're gonna take this up. And we're not actually gonna be doing this yet, but just to show you guys. And honestly, this is where we're headed, but there's a statue to break on the way. I guess we can go ahead and just run this way for the other side of the ring. So once you take that up, as you've seen, we're crossing this bridge here. We're just kind of going northwest. You're going to drop right down to a death bird fight. This one has one of the weapons I wanted to do with I always dodge that. So if you're doing Don't Worry, This is Fake America. And you know, this is actually the only death bird in the game. It doesn't have to be nighttime to doesn't actually have to be nighttime for him to spawn. I'm gonna go last side of Grace in case you guys got confused on that route and just kind of take the route I did have intended. But I didn't want people thinking, oh, there's a spirit spring, we must have missed something. It's all, you know, kind of just taking you to the same place. Oh, shit. No, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get down to the lake again. So if you remember when we got down to this little water area, it's frozen. But, you know, the water area on the map went to the left, did the invasion. Now we're going to go to the right. Like I said, there's not much over here. There's going to be a golden seed, a few loose loot items, and then there's a statue you can have a golden break to get some stones. It's not many. I think it's like 3-6. It's something that's not even that useful to you right now. As you know, we already have bell bearings for that shit at this point. So, as you're going up to the right, where you see the golem, right behind him is your golden seed. Grab that. Now, that's not the golem you even want to use. It's this guy, because he's the closest one. Wake up. We got shit to do. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Come get me. Just want to bring him to your dead end. Break the statue. He likes to take his sweet ass time. I mean, he's not in a rush to help us, as you see. Wish he was, but he's not. Come on, you can do it. I wish we had a weapon at this point in the game to just do this for us. Sometimes he'll try to back off, so just make sure, you know, you're actually leading him. This time he's actually doing okay, but yeah, sometimes for sure he tries to back off. No, it's a 3-7, okay, that's worth it. you got that, just leave, and you go right uphill over here. This can bring him to the side of grace. So to the right is a freezing lake. It's going to lead you to a dragon fight, a Fellburn, and a path of progression. And a prayer book is going to give us the rest of the incantation for this build. But that's next episode. This episode, this is where we were, damn near. As soon as you get this out of grace, you're going uphill. And if you were to work your way straight through, remember that big ass skeleton that was coming up from the ground. There's Castle Saul. That's where we'll be going next episode to get the other half of the Halictree medallion. But if you go all the way straight through, you're going to see that bridge recrossed. And then you can drop down for the Death Bird. So that's the other way. Just remember that side of Grace Reed Scott, as soon as you go uphill, just stay straight, stay to your right. And you'll eventually, see the path that leads you down into the Death Bird fight, which is right here. But before we go back there, we'd like to grab a side of Grace up top so we don't have that run every time. So just go back, the way we came, and then when you see this path, where is it? The main path, that's what you want to follow. No, we're not gonna do the tower just yet. So going up top here towards this bridge, but we're not taking this bridge, we're just gonna go past it. So just kind of following this main road. How the hell did I get turned around? I'm sorry. Yes, that's where that bird was. And it should be going behind the main road up to the side of Grace. Yeah, that's where the Earth Gravatar fight is. And the Stargazer ruins. Okay, I just took the wrong way. I got off the main road. That's my bad. There it is. There's your side of Grace. We're gonna pull it up on the map too. But it's literally right past where everything we just ran around. So that's when we came up from the lake. That's how we went uphill here. Then we just ran straight. Castle Saul was off our cliff. The Death Bird was over here. And that's the side of Grace we just got. So from this Grace, we'll go and rest. Still something we want to do. So now that we took out Hoslow, we can go on over here to the Volcano Manor. Like I said, if you killed Rykard early, this is typically when you would kill Rykard. So if you want to wait this long for Blasphemous Blade, that's where you typically do it the right, quote-unquote, right way. We've already done it. There's no one even left at the Volcano Manor. So who's going to give us a reward? Well, I'll tell you who. The drawing room table. Taker's cameo. Gelmir's Fury. So that's going to be your rewards for Judo Hoslow's questline. So yeah, that's how you get all the items from Volcano Manor questline, and you can kill Rykard whenever the hell you want. So that's something I found I wanted to share, because a lot of people are under the misconception you had to wait all this time to do so, and you just don't. I am going to go ahead and jump to the Round Table Hold and bring up the Great Hammer. Well, I mean, we're about to go fight a Death Bird for one, and they're weak to Holy. And this thing does a lot of poise damage. It's a lot of fun. I really like it. Wish we can get it sooner, but
You've known how to lay out your arms.
by the time you get enough death for your mountaintops of the giants, there's just nothing you can do about it, all the shit I don't use. not do it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 4 8s. That's nice. We got 2 9s. I feel like 8's pretty good. With 8, we're getting 600. Yeah, it really isn't the best, is it? We're gonna get more 9s. I ain't worried about it. Because, you know, when we do switch back over intelligence to show those weapons off, we're gonna need to upgrade them. You know what I mean? So, but we're about to pick up another smithing 9 or another summer 9 on the bridge. Now with that upgrade, we're getting 650. So our other weapon's doing 800, but it's also because we have this boosting it. So now let's go on back up to Snow Valley Ruins Overlook. So we're about to go try to get all this stuff done up here. It's actually quite a bit. We have a puzzle tower to do for our last legendary spell and incantation for your trophy. Pretty badass spell. But leaving that side of grace, guys, we're just gonna go head back out to where the death bird was. So as you see, we're just leaving it. If you guys remember when we came up here, Castle Sol was on your right, remember? And then you just kind of head downhill, and that's, you know, that's what we're doing. So just leaving there, following this road around straight, and then to the left. Sorry guys, I had to look at something from old lady. Yeah, so you remember we're just working our way back down. And we're just doing this to knock this out. We still have a lot to do up top of the cliff. Like I said, this gets a really good weapon for, you know, if someone was doing dex ends for melee. They're going to want this for sure. It's one of my favorite melee weapons in the game, hands down. But you see this hammer's got a lot of poise breaking. Does good holy damage. Now these guys are weak to holy, so. So that's one shot to damage, but if you land in that frostbite after he does that, you're pretty much screwed. And you can summon here. I don't really think you need to, but you definitely. I would love to know why my shield ain't working. Big ass great shield, holding it up. Try to run from that. I thought I could stagger it before, you know, thinking that shit didn't work out. I really want to dodge that shit on you. Okay. Ooh, that's experience right there, guys. Ah, this got some range on it. There he goes. So yeah, that's gonna be your last death bird. Then get you Death Ritual Spear, one of my favorite weapons in the game, even though I always talk about how much I hate spears. This is what I was going to respect to use for a while late game. I was telling you guys about. Where's our spears at? Right here. So, it's just really light and really quick, you know what I mean? So you're getting cross attacks really quick, but the R2 is a sweep. You know, so I really like that. Astral War is just devastating. Like, it's devastating. I'm pretty much just gonna summon down all those like spectral death ritual spears from the air like he was doing. But yeah, what's the stats for this? I'd love to be able to do fairly enough int, dex, and some faith. Like, you know, kind of like a hybrid of faith int with this. That would be really, really, really fun. Now, if I did that, I would not be able to use Blasphemous Blade. Although, what's the scaling? Strength is E. God, yeah, I'd like to see if we can pull that off, though. You only need, what, 18 intelligence. We'd have to go for a dex build, which we could do, but to use this, we need 22 strength. I want to go see if we could find a way to use both of these. Even if the scaling isn't the best, it would be fine. There's another weapon that really goes good with this, helping Steeple. You'd have to do, like, bare minimum strength, which is like you need 19 strength. Then you can just do dex and have a weapon with ghost flame and this. They really go very well together.
No.
I'm not really respecting. I'm just kind of looking what we're getting into, seeing if I could pull this off. Or if not, I'm gonna go to this, but I want to at least set up the build for everybody. As far as the faith strength build, teach you guys how, you know, get the rest of the incantations and set that shit up for you. So we would need 22 strength, 18 dex, or 18 intelligence. See if we can bring dex to, I guess to 40, be kind of low. Damn. Which is nice about this, all the incantations we want to use, guys, for like the pyromancy shit, you only need 30 faith for. Then we could have almost 50 dex. And if we were saying, you know what, let's just stick with you know, get the bare minimum. We could just do like I said, Death Ritual Spear with using Help and Steeple. You need 19 strength for that, 22 intelligence, but like where we didn't need faith, just keep like the bare minimum for buffs and shit like that, you know what I mean? We could probably make this look a lot better, you know. And it'd be about the same. So, you know, bare minimum strength. Or you could also just do the bare minimum intelligence. You need 22 intelligence to use both of those weapons, right? And since more of the scaling comes from dex and strength, kind of just, you know, do equality that way. Unfortunately, I'll be at 22. That's with faith buffs. Then you can go quality to use both weapons, you know. So it could be pretty cool too. But yeah, so I just want to share that. But see, if I did this int build, I wouldn't be using any spells. I would use no spells. I guess I'd probably just keep enough faith for that. Probably 20 strength. Then just try to get more scaling for like the magic type stuff, you know. And then we could probably, by the end of the game, get these at 55. And that'd be badass too. And we can go give it Help and Steeple right now. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel out. Because I am probably going to do that build. But like I said, I'm going to finish putting together the recommended build for everybody else first. Because, you know, I recommended it for a reason. Because I do believe it's the best build for, you know, newer players. So Snow Valley Ruins Overlook. We're about to go take out another Tibia Mariner. Get another Death Root. Bring that to Garank. So from this side of Grace, right here, Snow Valley Overlook. I used to get lost all the time on this. You gotta drop off the side of a cliff to like a little bit of a lower cliff to fight this Mariner. And I kept thinking it was right here, but actually when you leave this side of Grace, you just kind of go to the left, wrap around, then right to the right is a drop off, which is going to bring you to Tibia Mariner. As you see, the beast eye quivers, and they always drop death roots. So he's like right around here. There he goes. Alright, you guys are gonna be hard-headed. Where is he? You fucker. Can I hit anything? It'd be really nice. There. Now we can work on the guy we came. He's got a lot of help. Just so they can tell him fairly moving, but before you know it, you'll have him down. Big old heavy. Now look at that damage. Boom. And you see what I'm saying? It looks like his health isn't really moving, and before you know it, he's just down. You get the death through, get the Help and Steeple. That's the other weapon. Death Brew. So before we close on out, so that would be the build. The other build I was talking about. It's just phenomenal too for you know, intelligence. So I'd rock the Helping Steeple, and then I'd come over here and rock the Death Ritual Spear, because they kind of both go together. This intelligence shield, when upgraded, has a lot of guard boost, probably more than most shields we have. You have the quick pokes, so if you're fighting, like when we get to the Helix Tree and we're on tree limbs, we're trying to fight guys, you have the poke, and you also have the swipe. And you're doing physical on that, and you're also doing magical. It's pretty close to even split, you know what I mean? And the weapon actually gets pretty decent damage in game. Like even when it's saying 650, maybe 700, it's killing everything 2 hits, right? And it also has a critical modifier of 110 instead of 100. Then you have the Helping Steeple, physical and magic. So every swing you're getting physical and you're getting magic off for a great sword. But when you meet the requirements, you do like this, and it buffs it with Ghost Flame, which highly increases your magic damage and procs Frostbite. So it's just a really, really strong build. I really enjoy playing with it. And as bad as I want to do it, and I eventually am, I gotta show you guys how to put the recommended build together first. But, you know, I said from the start, and I've mentioned it so many times, this walkthrough, we're covering every build. Like we showed you how to put Dex Arcane together with spells and all. We showed you how to do Faith Strength. We talked about Fake Dex. I showed you how to do Dex Intelligence with katanas, and now, you know, with that set up, Great Sword and Spear. So we're covering every single build here, guys. It doesn't matter what you choose. Everything's viable. As long as you do, you know, you listen to what I'm telling you about, you know, putting together a competent build. You could use whatever you want. Just make sure shit's upgraded, make sure your stats are right, and you're putting together the build the way you should be. And you can go whatever route you want. I suggest Faith Strength because I think it's a lot of fun. You get a great shield, everything's going to bounce off. It can fire magic. You got a sword that's going to heal you and does some of the most damage in the game. You have spells that can buff you, buff your defenses, you know, heal you, cure rot, cure poison, and do a lot of damage. So yes, in that instance, I do think it's the most viable build for a newer player. That being said, there's a lot of builds out there that are viable, and they're a lot of fun, you know, so everyone, whatever you want to do, you can do. This walkthrough is going to cover it, but we're so close to getting the incantations I want to show everyone how to put a true Faith Strength build together, doing like pyromancies and, you know, just having some real heavy hitting shit that's really useful. So I'm going to stick with this build until then, at the very least, you know what I mean? We're about to close out here, but we are pretty close to a level, so it's starting to really cost for levels. You guys are going to notice really soon here. So now our damage, let's take off this talisman, see our true damage. 749, incredible, considering we still have more levels to get, you know what I mean? You put on your talisman, you're probably close to 800. 786, so yeah, just really badass, really viable. Now, if you like this exact build I've done, make sure you bring this thing up to +9 for your shield. Make sure your sword's +10. Make sure this is +9 if you like it, or the halberd, or whatever your second choice is. And also make sure your seal is as high as you can get it, probably +24 right now, or at least 23. So doing that, it's going to give you the most damage all around. And yeah, from here we're going to wrap on up. So y'all stay tuned for more Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree walkthrough. We'll soonly follow this. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.